Welcome to Booklaw. At this point, we are going to begin the actual process of scheduling a mediation. From our homepage, you click on the Schedule Mediation. Now we will search the public records for your case. Using our simple interface, select Florida from the State drop-down menu. Now select Broward County from our County drop-down menu and enter the case number using the sample format shown. Enter the secret image code and hit the search button. With a successful search, the system found the case in the public records and is displaying the information for our verification. Since this is our case, we will hit the Continue button. Now we are at the mediation participant screen, where participants are added to the mediation scheduling request. When adding a participant, we need their first name, last name, email address, and their role. There are 3 ways to add participants. First, the case results, which come directly from the public records search. In this tab, you can select a participant to be added to the mediation. By selecting them, the information will expand to show all the data collected by Booklaw for you to verify or edit. Once you are satisfied with the data for this participant, hit the Add below their information and they will be added to the mediation request. The second method to add a participant is to search the Florida bar by knowing the attorney's bar number. In case you don't know the attorney's bar number, we provide you a link to go directly to the Florida bar and search for it. Once you enter a valid bar number, the attorney information is captured from the Florida bar. If this is the attorney, then you select the appropriate role from the drop-down, such as defendant attorney or plaintiff's attorney. The third and final method of adding a participant is to manually enter the data starting from their role in the case to their email address. In some cases, you will not know someone's email address, which is okay. You can always add more participants later because the request for this mediation does not get sent out until you hit the Launch Mediation button. Once all the participants are added, you can then click on the button to move on to the next step, which are the mediation details. In the Details section, you will be able to give the mediation a title and description. By default, the title is always Mediation Case Number followed by the actual case number. The description is optional, but can be used for detail reference. The mediation deadline date is typically the last day where a mediation can take place per the judge's order or a date you select. The mediation availability date range is a range for which Booklaw will gather availability from all the mediation participants. By default, Booklaw puts in a range of 2 weeks prior to the deadline, but those values can easily be modified by the mediation organizer in this step. The organizer will also select the estimated length of time the mediation will take from the drop-down, including 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, half-day, and full-day mediations. Finally, whoever the responsible parties will be in paying the mediator will be established at this point, along with their payment percentages. If there are only 2 parties, defendant and plaintiff, then that would be simply 50-50. The system allows you to easily split equally between all parties or to split by party type such as defense and plaintiff. If you split by party type and there are 2 defense attorneys but only 1 plaintiff's attorney, then the 2 defense attorneys would be paying 25% each and the plaintiff's attorney would be paying 50% of the mediation fees. Once the details of the mediation are entered, we continue to the next step, which is the selection of mediators. Now you can pre-select up to 5 mediators that would fit your mediation requirements. There are 4 filters and 3 search boxes that allow you to find a specific mediator. The filters include the state, county, specialty, and an hourly rate. The 3 search boxes allow you to find someone by last name, first name, and license number. Finally, before you perform your search, you can select to include non-registered mediators. Booklaw has a database of over 5,000 mediators, but not all of them have registered yet. By selecting this box, you will have access to all 5,000 of those mediators, at which point we will direct them to register with Booklaw to become your mediator for this mediation. Once you have selected one or more mediators, you can then proceed to log in or register if you are a new user. At this point, if you are registered, you would log in. If not, you would register for a new account. For now, we're going to register a new account to see how easy the registration process is with Booklaw. If we are registering after we have created a mediation meeting, then we will be prompted to see if we are one of the participants in the meeting. For this example, we are going to say that we are a participant, and Booklaw will look up this participant, which happens to be an attorney, and locate this attorney in the Florida bar. Now it will take us to a one-page registration screen to fill out our account information. Now, we simply add our assistant's first and last name along with their email address. Booklaw will send them an email requesting their registration and linking them to our account. Once that happens, our assistant will have the ability to schedule mediations, submit a schedule, approve mediators, and other functionality usually required by the attorney. Our registration process is complete, and we hit the Finish button. We are now directed to the user homepage. Here we can see My Action List, which informs us about things we need to do in Booklaw. For this example, we are told that our email needs to be verified, so we will go to check our email box to see if the email has arrived with the verification link inside. For first-time users, emails might be placed in the junk or spam folder, which is part of many email programs for unknown domains such as booklaw.com. Simply add our domain as a whitelist email address, and from that point forward, our emails will arrive in your inbox. Now to verify our email, we will click on the email verification link, and the Booklaw website has informed us that our account is now verified. If we are happy with the mediation request, we can now launch it and invite all of the participants to schedule a mediation. From this point forward, Booklaw automates the process of scheduling.